All right, Coach Slevcove, welcome back. Centurions had some good wins last week, I'd say.
That's right. Football team beat Catella 48-7. Came out striking fast and cruised our way to the victory. 3-1 now in non-league going into Capital Valley this week. Orange County Registers got us at number 13 in the county. Girls volleyball had 3 matches last week. We won them all. 2-0 in league to start. Girls tennis played some Sunset League teams last week. Lost a close one to Edison 10-8, but then rebounded against Los Alamitos and defeated the Griffins 10-8. They're up to number 7 in the CIF Southern Section Division II rankings this week. Our golf team lost a close one yesterday to Cream, 224-223. It always comes down to the putting, and it looks like that match did that yesterday as well. But they did come back and beat Tustin. Our water polo team last week was number 10 in the Division V CIF rankings. Lost a close one to South Torrance. They look to rebound this week against Cerritos. And then the cross-country team, they've had 2 invitationals so far. Pat Hadley invite, that Valencia host. Our boys team finished overall 2nd, which is good, strong showing. And then this last weekend, big invite that Woodbridge hosts out in Norco, running under the lights. Ramon Rodriguez, a junior, and Matt Huang, a junior, led our varsity team with a couple good times. And Elise Calejo, who we'll hear from later, had the best time for the girls.
Yeah, it's exciting. Water polo doing well. Yeah, we're going to hear from cross country here in a few minutes. But before we get to them, we're going to talk to Coach Feldman. He's back this week with a preview of our game against Capo Valley. Always a tough one. Good win last week, Coach, against Catella. I know this week is going to be very tough versus a talented Capo team. What do we have on the docket for them?
All right, thanks. Yeah, excited about the win last week. We played pretty well. Capo Valley is definitely a step back up again. They are more like Foothill and San Juan Hills than they are the last 2 teams we played. So I expect it to be an exciting game that goes right down to the wire again. They have an outstanding offense. Their quarterback leads the county in rushing. They have 2 receivers in the top 5 in receiving. One guy had 13 catches for 300 yards against Orange. So our work's going to be cut out for us for sure this week.
Yeah, Coach, we got to travel down to Capo Valley, play at their place. They always have a nice environment down there. Crowds into the game, big student section. They always seem to schedule homecoming on our night. Does that change how we plan or how we scheme heading down there?
Well, the last time we played them, we finally beat them, and so they didn't schedule us for homecoming this year. So that's nice. But they do have an outstanding student section that gets real loud and goes crazy. It's an awesome environment to play in, and we don't really change what we do. We feel like if we are okay trying to do what we want to do, then the rest will take care of itself. And then the games that we haven't taken care of, the football especially, are the ones that we've tended to not win lately. So number 1 goal, don't beat us, make them beat us if we're not going to win the game.
Very good. Is there any one thing that we're looking at this week as far as, offensively that maybe we're going to try to do without giving away too much, something important that we might be looking for in the game?
Right. You never know who's watching, so I'll just make some stuff up right now. No, I think we want to be balanced. I think sometimes we get a little pass heavy. I get excited to see those big numbers, and we want to be more balanced this week and run the ball a little more. And again, defensively, it's going to be, we got to be able to cover him. And the quarterback's a good runner as well, so we got to contain him. It's a real evenly matched game for sure.
Well, very cool. I don't want to keep you too long, Coach. As always, thanks for being on. Good luck on Friday.
All right. Thanks, guys, and thanks for having me.
Hey, well, fall sports moving along pretty quick. It's our last preseason game before football. Homecoming next week, beginning our league play. Coach Slev, how do you think the league's going to play out?
Well, the football league is always real competitive in the Empire League. Last year, we had 3 teams split 3 ways, league title, 4-1 each, Pacifica and Tustin, along with us. I would imagine it could go the same way this year. Pacifica and Tustin are playing really well. Crean's on the rise. Kennedy's got a new coach, and Valencia is always tough. So hopefully we can come out on top, but I imagine it's going to be another competitive Empire League.
Yeah, I would expect that as well. It should be a lot of fun the next few weeks watching us. Hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling and stay healthy. Today we got some special guests. We have Coach Matt Tweed, our cross-country coach, runners Elise Caleja and Matt Legesse. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Appreciate it. Coach Tweed, this year's
Hello.
team. This year's team's a little different from last year with the key addition of Justice Singer coming to the boys' side. For both boys and girls, what's the outlook for the year?
So on the boys' side, we felt like last year we were going to win a league championship, and then obviously we had the COVID shutdown. So this year for the boys definitely feels like unfinished business. We're definitely league championship or bust. That's the goal. So we're excited. Obviously adding Justin Singer helps. But we feel like the core that we brought back from the last couple of years was good enough to win without him. So our first league cluster meet is next Thursday, and our boys are expecting to finish first. On the girls' side, we lost a lot of leadership and a lot of talent, and we're having to rebuild. And luckily, we have some great leadership like Elise here to continue to move the program forward. The girls are all working hard, and so we're really excited about next Thursday.
Coach, we're a couple invitationals in. You talked about missing the season last year with COVID. So how important was summer preparation, summer running this year for our season?
Yeah, it's extremely important just to kind of get the kids back into rhythm. One of the things that most people don't understand about distance running is how important it is to do it day in and day out, and to try to not miss days. And, to miss the amount of days that we missed with COVID last year was difficult. But fortunately, I've been blessed as a coach to have amazing athletes who always work hard and expect to be at their absolute best. And so ever since we've started kind of getting it back going again, these kids have been given maximum effort. So like I said, we're really excited about Thursday and what we're going to be able to accomplish on Thursday.
Nice, Coach. I know motivation is really big, and there's these tweedisms that we've heard about, these tweedisms like sinking ships don't hold water or something like that. Do you have any tweedisms for us? Anything?
Off the top of my head, I don't have any good ones, but we do have Coach Wilk, who we've added this year, and Coach Wilk, obviously understanding championships here at Cypress, has brought what we like to call CM to the program, which is championship mentality. So that's the mantra that we've been using. And, we want to emulate a lot of the success that programs here at Cypress have. One of the great things about being here and coaching here is that all the other coaches bring so much to the table that you don't want to be the weak link, right? I don't want to be the ship that takes on water. So we work really hard as a program, and our kids expect the same. And so we're just going to go out and do the best that we can and bring that championship mentality.
Awesome. Elise, you a three-sport athlete. You're a three-sport athlete on campus, cross-country, soccer, track. We absolutely love that, by the way. We love that you participate in more than one thing. How did you get into running originally?
I started running. I did cross-country in Lexington. I started in 7th grade, and I really enjoyed it, and I decided to keep going all the way into high school. And yeah, my dad also really likes running, so I'll run with him, and he kind of got me into that too.
At least I wish more of our girls soccer players ran cross country. It would be a great sport for both sides of it, for the soccer players and for the runners and the cross country team. What are some of the goals you set for yourself this year in cross country?
Well, this year, especially since it's my last year, I'm hoping to continue to PR and get better and get faster and stay conditioned. Actually, this past race I did PR, so I'm hoping to continue that and keep up that pace.
That's very cool. Matt, 4-year varsity athlete, captain, 4 years running. I mean, most people don't like to run that much. How do you remain focused during a run or during a race, a meet? How do you remain focused?
I just think about my goals, especially during training. When you're running, especially when you're going through hard workouts such as mile repeats or 800 repeats, it's very hard to stay focused and to, have that motivation to keep running. But then when I think about my goals and the things I want to accomplish this year, like such as PRing and winning league, that gives me the motivation, the drive to continue running and continue bringing my A game every day.
Yeah, Matt, you've had a lot of success in the past. I think your freshman year, you came right out and you won the first race. You and Saeed were right at the top. 8th place in league finals for the Empire League, 12th at OC Championships in Division II, recently 10th place at Pat Hadley. You mentioned some of the repeat workouts you do. What's your favorite type of workouts that Coach Tweed has you running?
I'm not sure if I would use the word favorite, but I guess the most beneficial one would be mile repeats, definitely, because I guess it's kind of like a race simulator to a certain extent. So we do 4 of them instead of 3, which is we run 3 miles for a race. I think it really gets us ready for the race. It prepares us. We go out fast, and then we try to finish fast as well, and we try to keep our pace throughout the workout. So I think that's a very beneficial workout. So I would say that's my favorite workout, but they're all very beneficial and all very hard. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I don't think a favorite when we're running, right? Nobody has that as their favorite thing to do, but you got to get it done to be in cross country. I mean, you got to put in the effort and the time. You guys are obviously doing that. So a couple little quick rapid fire questions for you guys to kind of finish us off here. Post race, after the race is over, what's your favorite food to eat when you're done with the race?
It's hard. Like chocolate chip cookies, definitely. Because like it's funny because before the race, I always look. There's always like a whole stash of them, like sitting right at the table, and I'm thinking like, man, they would feel so good. It would feel so good to eat them right now, but I can't because it's before the race. But then right after the race, you get to eat them. So those are my favorite.
Elise, what about you?
I like to eat really like anything I couldn't eat right before the race. So like eating like really heavy food, it feels really satisfying. It's really good to eat after. Like I crave that.
Well, I think I know the answer to the next one. You guys both kind of mentioned it, but would you rather win a race or would you rather get your PR?
I mean, I'd rather do both, honestly, but I'd rather win a race, definitely, because that's better for because cross country is a team sport, so it's not always about the individual. So I'd definitely rather win a race as a team and personally as well.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Probably win a race because it feels better winning as a team, even though like winning individually feels pretty good too, but winning all together as a team as one feels really nice and really satisfying.
All right, last question for you guys. Have you guys seen Coach run? Was it ugly?
Yes. So no, I mean it was not ugly, but I've seen him run. I've seen him run. And sophomore year, I think I saw him run once, and that was a bit difficult. But this year, he's actually been doing most of the runs with us, and he actually did a set of mile repeats. So I think, yeah, he's a pretty good runner, honestly. I mean, he ran cross country when he was in high school, so it's not surprising that he still has it in him. So yeah, I've seen him run. Actually, very good runner.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you guys coming on and talking with us. We wish you guys the best of luck in the upcoming meets and look forward to seeing you guys continue on to CIF. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.